So I recently took a trip up to Massachusetts and I went by a couple Gamestops. As some people may know, GameStop has started to include a retro section in store rather than only online, which has been pretty cool. Where I live at now is pretty condensed. It's a pretty dense area, and it seems when people trade stuff in, either the employees immediately buy the game and possibly flip them, or someone just comes in. I think it might be the same guy always, like coming in and checking all the GameStops and see what he can find that he can either collect for himself or he flips online. It's a big thing these days. Video games have become so popular with this. But it's been nice because GameStop typically has lower prices than what you would find on eBay or from like your specific retro gaming store, which is awesome. So these two games I found at the first GameStop, which had a really great guy. He was telling me a bit about like he was sourcing the games from other stores, from my understanding, which is interesting. And he had quite a few NES, SNES, N64, like a pretty solid collection of them there. And so I saw Castlevania 2 and Willow, two games that I had watched a Let's Player back in the day play through. And I always wanted to own them. I'm a big fan of Castlevania, and Willow's it's a cool movie. I only saw it a couple, like maybe a year or two ago, but really cool movie. And both games are really great, and was able to play through Castlevania 2 and get that one completed, which was pretty cool. It's always fun to play an older NES game. As most people probably know, those games are pretty difficult. But one tip I would say is just always look at the manual. Obviously, you're probably not going to have the manual, but if you can always just do a quick Google search and you can find the manual online, and give it a quick read, as that'll give you a ton of information on it, and really can help you through the game if you're getting stuck. Or, of course, just use the internet. But it's pretty fun to try to go through these older games without a guide. So I stopped at a couple other GameStops as well, and sometimes you'll go in there and they'll tell you, like, oh, we don't carry anything older than PS3 or PS4 even, and I'll say, oh, okay. So it just seems to depend on the store whether or not they want to carry that older stuff or not. But a lot of times they will take in the old stuff and they will put it out on display. Like recently, I just went to the closest GameStop to me, and they had both Metroid and Metroid 2. At least with the cases. I don't know if the manuals were in them, but for good prices too. So they're out there. It's just you just got to get lucky, really. I'd say getting away from those denser areas is probably your best bet. So anywho, the second GameStop, what I found was Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is a game that Nintendo is very much ashamed of. And after playing it, I gotta say, some of the things in there are pretty funny, but sometimes it's like, you might take this the wrong way. And it's just an interesting game in the history of Nintendo, and it makes sense probably why Rare ended up leaving Nintendo in the, sometime, I don't think it was that long after, maybe like 2005 or so. I'm not sure exactly when, but it seems like Rare really wanted to do like their own thing with that game, and certainly an interesting game to play and kind of look at the history of Rare titles in general. Are pretty darn good games, and they have a lot of really good writing, a lot of snarky writing, especially with the Banjo-Kazooie series. And then essentially Conker's Bad Fur Day is about a drunk squirrel who had a bad fur day after a hangover. So
Fur Day.
what a very interesting game. I've been playing through that as well. So yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about the pricing of these games. So GameStop, as I said, they usually have better prices than what you can find online. Some good examples are like Conker's Bad Fur Day. I was able to. They had it priced at $100. Online, you'll find it for about $130, and that's like without shipping or tax. So it gets pretty pricey out there. Another good example is a GameCube game that I'm personally like really looking for, and that's Chibi Robo. It's like the last GameCube game I really want, and that goes for like $250 right now, complete online, and I just won't do it. I've been I actually went to a game store. They had it sealed, which was pretty cool as well. But again, I'm priced out. Like I won't pay. I'd probably pay like $150, but like $250 for that game just isn't worth it. And GameStop will sell it for $100. So I'm really hoping someday I'll run into that. What really got me started on going to GameStops was when I walked into a GameStop back in my hometown in Texas, and he told me that they had it, Chibi Robo, and it was sold recently, and it was complete in box, like beautiful copy. And the guy who bought it told the guy at GameStop, he's like, I want that. I'm going to sell that online for $200+. So, that's the thing, is there's the scalpers out there, or the guys who just want to flip games. And, more power to them, whatever. I mean, it's the American way. It's economics. It's not, what is it called? Capitalism or whatever. It kind of sucks, though, for guys like me who like to try to find these older games to hold on to and play on original hardware, because it can, kind of warps you back in time. So, I mean, that's my big thing. It's like GameStop has good pricing on this older stuff. It's just like a hit or a miss, because they'll sell the disc only at the same price as the complete, which of course makes a big difference as well. So I'm going to be taking another trip out to Massachusetts here soon, and I'm hoping to stop at some of the same GameStops, maybe a couple new ones as well, and see if I can find any other good deals out there. So yeah, certainly if you're a game collector of any sorts and you've been to GameStops recently, you found some cool stuff, feel free to drop a comment, leave, let me know what you found. Like, let me, it's pretty sweet to find these good deals out there, and it's nice to know that they are still out there. You just, it's all luck, but when you do find that game, I mean, it's awesome. You feel really good about it, and you're happy that you got it for a good price, and you can add it to the game collection in the backlog, of course. So yeah, if you have any thoughts on this, just let me know. I'm going to be making some more pickup videos hopefully here soon when I find some other good deals. Thanks for watching.